Hi, welcome to SDT University. I am Reenu Batra from Faculty of Engineering and Technology. Today we will learn about cohesion and coupling. Let us students now we discuss coupling and cohesion. But before discussion of coupling and cohesion, we must need to know about the term modularization. Modularization is the process of dividing a software system into multiple independent modules where each module works independently. There are many advantages of modularization in software engineering, and some of these are: first, easy to understand the system. System maintenance is easy. A module can be used many times as their requirements, and there is no need to write it again and again. Now we come to the concept of coupling. What do you mean by the coupling? Coupling is the measure of the degree of interdependence between the modules. A good software will always have the low coupling. Now let us discuss various types of the coupling. There are so many types of the coupling. We will discuss all of these types one by one. So the very first is data coupling. If the dependency between the modules is based on the fact that they communicate by passing only data, then the modules are said to be data coupled. In data coupling, the components are independent to each other and communicating through data. Module communication doesn't contain tramp data. Example is customer billing system. Second type of coupling is stamp coupling. In the stamp coupling, the complete data structure is passed from one module to another module. Therefore, it involves tramp data. It may be necessary due to efficiency factors. This choice made by insightful designer, not a lazy programmer. The third type of coupling is control coupling. If the modules communicate by passing control information, then they are said to be control coupled. It can be bad if parameters indicate completely different behavior, and good if parameters allow factoring and reuse of functionality. For example, sort function that takes comparison function as an argument. Next is external coupling. In external coupling, the modules depend upon other modules external to software being developed or a particular type of hardware. For example, protocol, external file, device format, etc. Next students, there is another type of coupling that is known as the common coupling. The modules have shared data such as global data structures. The changes in global data mean tracking back to all modules which assess the data to evaluate the effect of change. So it has got disadvantages like difficulty in reusing modules, reduced ability to control data excesses, and reduced maintainability. Our next coupling is content coupling. In a content coupling, one module can modify the data of another module, or control flow is passed from one module to other module. This is the worst form of coupling and should be avoided. After that, we have the cohesion. What do you mean by the cohesion? Cohesion is a measure of the degree to which elements of the module are functionally related. It is the degree to which all elements directed towards performing a single task are contained in a component. Basically, cohesion is the internal glue that keeps the module together. A good software design will have high cohesion. Now we have the types of the cohesion. There are mainly 7 types of cohesion. First is functional cohesion. every essential element for a single computation is considered in the component. A functional cohesion performs the task and functions. It is an ideal situation. Sequential cohesion. An element outputs some data that becomes the input for the other element. For example, data flow between the parts. It occurs naturally in the functional programming languages. Third is communicational cohesion. Two elements operate on the same input data or contribute towards the same output data. For example, update record into database and send it to the printer. Procedural cohesion. Elements of the procedural cohesion ensure the order of execution. Actions are still weakly connected and unlikely to be reusable. For example, calculate student GPA, print student record, calculate cumulative GPA, print cumulative GPA. After that, we have the temporal cohesion. The elements are related by their timing involved. A module connected with temporal cohesion, all the tasks must be executed in the same time span. This cohesion contains the code for initializing all the parts of the system, and lot of different activities occur all in the init time. After that, we have the logical cohesion. Elements are logically related and not functionally. Example, a component reads input from tape, disk and network. All the code for these functions is in the same component. Operations are related but the functions are significantly different. Next is coincidental cohesion. The elements are not related. The elements have no conceptual relationship other than location in the source code. It is accidental and the worst form of the cohesion. Example, print next line and reverse the characteristics of the string in a single component. Now students, we can study the difference between the cohesion and the coupling. So let us now discuss the difference between cohesion and the coupling. Cohesion is the concept of intramodule. On the other hand, coupling is the concept of intermodule. Cohesion represents the relationship within the module. Coupling represents the relationship between the module. Increasing in cohesion is good for the software, while increasing in coupling is avoided for the software. Cohesion represents the functional strength of module. Coupling represents the independence among modules. Highly cohesive gives the best software, whereas the loosely coupled gives the best software. In cohesion, module focuses on single thing. In coupling, modules are connected to other modules. Let us students now we discuss advantages of cohesion in software engineering. So the very first advantage is the complexity of module can be reduced using cohesion in software engineering. The modules can be made simpler, consisting of very few operations using cohesion in software engineering. Second advantage is maintainability of the system can be increased using cohesion in the software engineering, because whenever there are logical changes in the domain, only the fewer modules are affected, and change in one module can cause few changes in other modules. The reusability of the modules can be increased by using cohesion in the software engineering, because the components needed by the developers of the application can be found easily in a cohesive set of operations produced by the module during cohesion in software engineering. Cohesion in the software engineering has a balance between both unit complexity and coupling, because a perfect cohesion is possible in a module if only it consists of single element that is atomic and consisting of only one function. Such module consisting of only one element can be either too complicated in order to able to achieve the task, or can be too narrow while being in the tight coupling with the other modules. Next students, we discuss the disadvantages of the tight coupling. Tightly coupled systems tend to exhibit the following development characteristics, which are often seen as the disadvantage. So the very first disadvantage of tightly coupling is a change in one module usually forces a ripple effect of changes the modules. Second, assembly of modules might require more effort and time due to increased interdependence. A particular module might be harder to reuse or test because dependent modules must be included. So, today we covered the concept of cohesion and coupling. In our next lecture, we will study about case tools. Keep learning, keep growing. See you next time.